What's up, guys? Cipher Pol 808 back again, and today we got some more One Piece actions. My favorite time of the week. It's new chapter day. We got chapter 1052 coming out, so let's jump right in and see what's going on. All right, and if you guys remember, at the end of last chapter, we had the reveal of Momo. We had Momo kind of taking up his position as Shogun of Wano. We got a little bit of the backstory of kind of Tama and how she ended up with Hitetsu and all that, and then we had Yamato, announcing that she's joining the crew. So it's been, really hype in story, and then even out of the story, there's been just crazy announcements this week. We got the 1 month break coming up for the manga as Oda gets ready for the final saga. Notice he said saga, not arc. And then we had the two reveals for the reveal for the movie, and as well as the live action series coming out, some stuff for that. So it's been an exciting week. Now let's see if the chapter delivers as well. So what do we got here? All right, so the cover story. Oh, it looks like we got Gangster Gaudino back over here, and it says, a certain scientist failed to get away. And then we see Reiju looking on right there. All right, I like it. Caesar Clown, still got his spiky hair going on. But let's jump into the chapter. Oh, we're going back to Mary Joie. All right, is the Gorosei about to get some information that's about to make them pissed? Like, what do you guys think? Is that CP0 dude that we saw escaping, is he about to drop the bomb that, like, not only is Luffy not dead, but he awakened his fruit? Like, all right, guys, what do you think? Let's see. All right, the Holy Land, Mary Joie. So Nika has finally emerged. Yup, they're getting the words. Oh, hell yeah. 2 emperors have fallen. We won't be able to cover this up. The whole world will latch onto this news. The timing cannot be any worse. How do we deal with this? All right, so we just see like one of the Gorosei dudes, like his face, and then we see kind of in a blackish background, kind of Big Mom and Kaido, kind of indicating that they've fallen, and they're like, oh my God, this could not have come any worse of a time. Like, they just had whatever happened at the revelry, the stuff with Sabo. Like, there's been a lot of turmoil going around in the One Piece world, as far as the world government's concerned. So what do you think they're going to have to say about this? What are you guys betting? I'm betting they're going to be pissed and calling for Luffy's execution, like, immediately. All right, the seas around Wano. Oh, are we going to get... Please let the Straw Hat Grand Fleet show up. Please, I want them to come and save the day and, like, carry them off. You guys have heard me if you've listened to my reactions before, but let's see. All right, so we got a bunch of naval ships right there. It says, are you certain the elephant is gone? Yes, it wandered into the mist. Just what was that? All right, so they, don't even really know what Zunisha is. And then, okay, we're flashing back to the Gorosei. This is the old bald dude, the Gandhi-looking dude. So the borders are staying closed for now. That means Wano is still almost impenetrable. All right, so are they actually going to concede this, knowing that, they really don't have a way in? Or do you think the Gorosei is going to just give up and turn tail with, or, turn around with their tail between their legs? I don't think so. All right, so we're back in the big, room in Mary Joie, and says, it appears they have modified their plan in light of the current situation. At least one of them has considerable guile. Now, even with our numbers, a direct invasion will be impossible. We can still have Nico Robin brought to us, correct? All right, so they're like, all right, we can't invade, but is there a consolation? Like, can we still get Robin out of this? At least snuff her out, maybe? And then we say, okay, this is the dude that was escaping. We're seeing the Cipher Pol Aegis Zero guy. And he's like, yes. And we just see CP0, come in. All right, so seems like we got some other Cipher Pol guys over there, some Navy guys, as the Cipher Pol agents answering this Denden Mushi. And then it says, someone is hijacking our signal. Listen up. Stay where you are. Who is this? I'm on my way. All right, who the hell is... Oh, are we about to see Green Bull? Do you guys think that the person hijacking this CP0 communication is going to actually be like maybe Admiral Green Bull? Oh, man, that would be pretty hype. All right, after 20 years. Okay, and we're going back. We see Onigashima crash down into, where it landed at Wano, kind of right outside the flower capital. And then in the background, up on the hill, we see the flower capital up there. And it says, after 20 years of tyranny in Wano, the news of the Kozuki victory is being met with jubilation. All right, so everyone in the country, got word from the Light Snails last chapter, and they just, cannot believe it. Like, the last 20 years are finally over. This darkness, this never-ending night has finally ended, and the dawn is finally beginning to arrive. All right, it says Castle Interior, Onigashima. Okay, we're going back. Looks like we got X-Drake down there. He's kind of just lying on the ground, and then we see Hawkins walking up. And I think Hawkins is missing an arm right there, it looks like. I could be wrong, but he looks pretty jacked up, and says, Drake, so you were a Marine dog this whole time? And Drake is like, you really expect me to answer that? He's like, don't you have anything else to say? All right, so what's going on between these two? Like, why are they having this little conversation right now? And we just see next panel is Hawkins. He's kind of just looking down. He's all bloodied up and everything. And then, okay, it goes over and we just see Hawkins kind of just slumped down up against the wall. And Drake's still just kind of laying there right there. He says, you look like hell. I thought those precious cards of yours promised you'd be safe if you stuck with Kaido. All right, so Drake giving him a little grief right now about his cards. He's like, I thought you read your cards. I thought, they told you the future, blah, blah, blah. And then, okay, let's see what Hawkins has to say. And he says, I submitted to that monster when we showed up because I knew doing otherwise would be courting death. But Kid and his crew fought to the bitter end. They were prepared to die. But even if I did foresee his victory, do you really think I would have gone crawling back to him? All right, and you see kind of like the flashback, when Kaido crashed into that island, that Kid, Apu, and Drake, them were all kind of meeting, or not Drake, but Kid and Apu were meeting on right there in Hawkins. All right, what do we got right here? Okay, we still see Drake, and I guess we're getting kind of a flashback, an earlier flashback of Drake and Hawkins right now. And it says, if you're going to switch sides, now's the time. What are your cards telling you? I am divining tomorrow's survival chances for a certain man, only 1%. All right, and we knew that he was talking about X Drake. And he's like, when you were foretelling the future, the man you were talking about. Oh, damn, he said, no, it was me. So Hawkins, he kind of knew his own death. Oh, okay, but he's not dead yet. So why are they having, what do you guys think they're having this conversation? Is that going to be like kind of the, leading up to Hawkins switching sides to Luffy's crew, maybe joining, the Straw Hat Grand Fleet? We're going to see Drake, kind of what position he's being put into, as a member of Sword. But the fact that he just helped Luffy, take down 2 Yonko, that puts him in a hell of a position with the Gorosei. I'm sure they're not going to be too thrilled to hear about that. And then, okay, next shot we have the Flower Capital in all its grandeur. And it says the Flower Capital, 7 days after the end of the war. All right, so we're jumping forward 7 days. Don't take down the decorations yet. Momonosuke-sama, no, the Shogun has decreed that. We'll have another festival soon. All right, so everyone still seems like they're in pretty good spirits, just judging by, the talks that we're hearing. They're talking about Momo being Shogun, decorations, another party coming up. So everyone's still, looking like they're in really good spirits. All right, what do we got here? Miss Sarah Heavy, isn't coming back. Oh, okay, so that was the this is all the little kids. That was the long neck snake chick that we saw that was with Black Maria. And they're like, huh, how come? Sorry, but we have to restart your history lessons on our country's heroes from scratch. All right, so for the last 20 years, obviously they weren't going to be teaching that the Kozuki clan was the heroes and saviors of Wano and blah, blah, blah. They're probably like, no, the Orochi's family, they're the ones that were persecuted and then they came to power, blah, blah, blah. And it says, okay, the new teacher's like, our first lesson will be the story of the wonderful Kozuki Odin. All right, so you think they're going to have to edit out a few of those parts, the whole getting a harem when he's still a child and, killing the god of the mountain. But all in all, it's still going to be a great history lesson. And he says, I still can't believe that Wano's greatest beauty, Komurasaki, is really Odin-sama's daughter. All right, so everyone's tripping. They're like, oh my god, the greatest courtesan is the former shogun's, or daimyo, I guess, daughter. Oh my god, did we really do that? I heard that the Kappa Kawamatsu Dono saved her from the blazing castle. All right, so everyone's kind of getting caught up on all these stories that, have happened or what happened to the Scabbards kind of right after Odin was killed. So everyone's finding out, the truth, considering everyone thought that they were dead for the past 20 years. And then, okay, next thing we see this kid, and he's just chugging, it's just glug, just chugging this water right here. And he's like, what an incredible display of loyalty. And another Scabbard was watching over things this whole time. And we just see everyone's raising their glass right there. And it says, Kyoshiro, the noble Yakuza boss, was really Denjiro in disguise. So everything's just kind of coming to light right now. And then, okay, now we're going back to the Paradise Farm. So looks like we're going to be distributing out some food maybe. And it says, does anybody know anything about the man that took down Kaido? He's apparently a warrior known as Joy Boy. Hell yeah. Luffy getting called Joy Boy. That's going to piss the Gorosei off. Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. I heard he's no longer in the country. Alright, where the hell did he go? I would have loved to seen him in person. His heroism rivals the legendary god of the blade. Alright, so they're talking about Ryuma. I wonder if it's going to come out that Zoro, a member of Joy Boy's crew, was actually the one to return Ryuma's sword, their sword god's legendary blade back to the land of Wano, of course, coinciding with Orochi and Kaido falling. Like, is anyone going to pick that up? All right. Oh, we're going back to the Eternal Graves. Oh, my God. Okay. We're building another shrine. Yes. From this hill, they'll be overlooking the flower capital, just like the god of the blade, Ryuma. All right. And who do we got up there? I can't really tell. But, it's, I think that's the Ringo region. So it's all snow. Yeah, Ringo. And it's all snowy over there. All right. We got Kawamatsu, and it looks like Kinemon sitting right there. We will put Odin-sama to rest here. All right, so they're gonna put Odin and like kind of the same level of respect as they did with Ryuma in the past, and he will be surrounded by all his allies, starting with Yasuye Dono and all the other daimyo who fought for this country. All right, so not only are they gonna finally give Odin his proper resting place, but they are gonna also surround him by all of those that showed him loyalty to the end, that not only risked their lives but gave their lives in order to stay loyal to this man. And then it says, and we see Ashura Doji right there, and it says, and ending with, get the no! Ashura and Izo died? Get the you guys... What? Like, I can't even believe it. God. And then, and we're seeing, the damn Onimaru, that's his name. Onimaru right there, and it says, Kapapa. Think we'll be honored here too someday, Onimaru? It's good to see you well and alive. And we see Onimaru's not all beat up and everything. Okay, and then we see Marco flying in right there and says, is that fine with you, Marco Dono? Of course, it's only right that his final resting place is in his home country. Like, bro, I can't even believe it. Like, Izo died. Like, what? And then Ashura Doji, sacrificing himself when Kanjuro blew them up. Like, bro, I mean, I didn't think they were gonna. I guess, man, I don't even know what I was thinking. Like, I was expecting some damage, maybe some limbs missing. Kiku got her arm cut off, but like, damn, Kiku just got her brother back, and like, he's dead. Like, bro, mind blown right now. And I see, okay, we're going back to Marco, and it says, seems like I've been left behind once again to say goodbye. So he never got to say goodbye to his friend right there. We know the feeling. We are the ones who remain. And we see Kinemon kind of looking up. If something were to happen to any more of our heroes, I don't think I could take it. All right, so, Kinemon having survived through all of this, having survived through Odin being killed, through Yasuye dying, through Izo and his friend, all his close friends, the people he cared about most. It seems like every single one of them is just, dying. And you got to remember, even though it's been 20 years for Wano, for him, it's only been a few short months. So, like, all these people are just being taken from him, from them. So, that's just sad. Holy crap. Let us pray for their good health. And okay, we're going back to the flower capital. And now we're seeing Yamato in the next panel and says, I'm so hungry. No, I'm not. I'm not hungry. All right, so what's going on? Why isn't Yamato eating? Brother, you've got to hear this. You too, Yamato-kun? All right, what the hell is going on? So it looks like Hiyori and Yamato. And then it said, what is this? It says Luffy Taro-san and Zoro Joro-san. They finally opened their eyes. Hell, okay, so maybe they're not actually gone. Maybe they were just told that they left so that, in case there was any spies or anything lurking around, that they wouldn't, try and go in and finish the job. And then we see Hiyori, looks like she's kicking her brother in the face right there. So if you guys remember, back when Momo first found out that his sister, when Zoro's like, your sister's, 20 years older than you, he was thinking about himself as a little guy. And then his big-ass older sister, drop-kicking him in the face. Well, he grew up, so she's drop-kicking him in the face in her fully grown size. And then he's like, will you ever stop being a tomboy? And he's like, damn it, that hurts. And then, oh, they're back, boys. They're back. We got Luffy over there raising his arms. He's like, me! And Zoro's over there screaming for booze. Hell yeah. It's time for the party. And we got a toast to Jinbei joining the crew. All right. And then we see Momo running up to them right there. We see Nekomamushi in the background. We see everybody. It says more meat coming right up. Give me seconds. We see Yamato running in. All right, so it looks like they're all inside the flower capital, actually in the actual the capital building, like Momo's house. So it says, Luffy, Zoro, save some room for later. I have been waiting for you two to wake so I could summon the whole country for a huge banquet. All right, so that's why Momo said there was going to be another party. He's been waiting for the heroes to come to and be ready. So, all right, first thing that's coming to my mind, seeing that, Luffy's awake and Zoro's awake, like, has Luffy, is he gonna break down like what he experienced? Like, is the rest of the crew gonna realize, especially Robin, like, oh my god, you're Joy Boy, you are the Joy Boy. And with Zoro, dude, who the hell was that, like, skeleton looking dude, death god thing standing above you? Like, what the hell's going on? All right, and then we see Yamato run over and squeeze Luffy's head as he's trying to eat. See Chopper jump on top of Zoro right there. And then what he says, like, wait, don't you recognize me? I'm Momonosuke. All right, so, Luffy, when he was fighting, he only saw Momo and Zoro or I guess Luffy might have seen him, but Zoro never saw Momo in his fully grown form right there. And he's like, what? You're really an adult now? He's like, you look really strong. It's because you got Odin's blood. Let me take a crack at you. And they're like, hey, knock it off. All right, so everyone's pretty pumped right there. And then, I think Momo's about to get the crap slapped out of him. So he runs up and he's trying to hug Nami and put his head on her boobs again like he used to when he was like a little kid. But you ain't so little anymore, Momo. He's like, oh, Nami, those two fiends are picking on me again. Save me. And she just cracks him right in the face. He's like, get off me. He's like, but I'm still 8 years old. He's like, oh, I guess that's true. Yep, he's definitely tougher. Like, he just ate Nami's shot straight to the face. And then we see Brooke and Sanji over there just like, ha, payback's a bitch. He's like, welcome to adulthood, Momo. No more special privileges for you. Oh, they just got like this just great laugh on their face. Hell yeah. All right, and then we see Yamato over there patting Momo on the head. He's like, he's still a child on the inside, but on the outside, he's basically Odin now. And then she's like, quit putting plates on my head. So you remember the Odin's kind of like hairstyle. It was like flat on top. So Yamato keeps putting the plate on his head to make him look like Odin. And it's like, you should thank your parents for giving you such a strong body. I'm sure you'll be the #1 samurai in the country someday. I will give it my all. So Momo's like, yeah, I'll give it my all. All right. And then we see Nami right there. And it's like, Yamato, let's take a bath together before the festival. Your vigil has ended, right? So Nami and Yamato, all right, all you pervs, calm down. We know that Sanji's going to be trying to use his raid, or not the raid suit, but his ability probably to go sneak in on that one. And then we see Luffy, he's like, huh? Vigil? He's like, in Wano, they have a custom to give something up until their prayers are answered by the gods. So maybe Yamato was praying for Luffy and Sanji to wake up. And she's like, I swore not to eat or bathe until the two of you recovered. All right. So Yamato, definitely, I think, kind of solidifying and earning her place on the crew right there. And then we see Luffy, he's like, yo, really? Thanks, Yama, bro. That must be why I'm feeling so great. And then we see Jinbei he's laughing in the background right there. And then, okay, we see Zoro, he's just, I don't know what he's doing, but he's looking at his hands. He's like, I'm surprised we're not dirty ourselves. And then we see Hiyori raising her hand. She's like, that's because I was in charge of wiping your bodies clean. Does that please you? And she starts laughing, and we just see Sanji's face. He's just like, Mosshead, you bastard, how could you? So, I gotta love that little jab right there. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that meme, but like, you know how Momo, resting his head on Nami's like lap and stuff. And then we see Zoro, and it's Zoro sleeping with his sister, and it's like, oh, you got to laugh when you were on Nami's lap, but here I am sleeping with your sister. Now come to find out, Sanji's like, oh, making fun of Momo for getting slapped because he's an adult. But then Zoro coming out on top again, still getting wiped down by Hiyori. And then it says, after the dust settles, if I'm no longer myself, I want you to put me down. All right, so this is going back to that talk Sanji and Zoro were having when Sanji was, starting to second guess himself. He had kind of turned evil because of the Germa technology. And then we see Zoro, he's like, oh yeah, I must have returned from hell to fulfill my promise to you. And we see him pulling his swords out right there. So the two of them are getting into it in the background. He's like, I don't need your help with that anymore. So we know that Sanji, he's still Sanji-kun. He's not, he would never hurt a woman. That was all Queen. But anyways, it's like, this castle doesn't have mixed baths, so I'll pass, Nami. Well, I would like to join you if you're okay with that. And we see Kiku right there. All right, and it says Castle Onsen. It's bath time, and then we just see everybody in the bath right there. We see Yamato is in the bath with Zoro and Luffy. We got Nekomamushi, Brooks in the background. We got Yamato. He's over there, or not Yamato, but Momo just I think staring at Yamato like what? And then we see it says the temperature is just right. Yeah, this is the best. When we're done, let's party. And then we see Sanji in the background, nosebleed. He's like, is this a dream? Yamato, all right, and this is the men's bath, mind you, but Yamato joined the men's bath because Yamato is Odin. And then what do we got? Okay, and then we go over to the women's bath, and we got it looks like Nami's holding up Tama right there, and we got Otoko's with them, and he's like, the guys sure are loud. I hope I become bewitching too one day. And then we even got Speed and Carrot in the background, like, oh. So all the waifus kind of all in one onsen right now. And then they even got the little kids with them. And then we got Kiku's big ass over there. He's like, I always used to base with Odin-sama and the others before, but it would be too embarrassing to join men I'm not used to. You look just like you did back then, Okiku-chan. I think I'm older than you now, so Hiyori and Okiku kind of reminiscing right there. And then, now we're going back outside. It's like the banquet is being held today, so this is the people of like the flower capital and stuff. And then we've seen the flower capital in the background. All right, the return of the Kozuki clan. Get word out to every region, all right? So they're trying to, really set this party off right. And then we're going over, we got Tokage Port at Udon. Okay, we got Frankie and Usopp. Looks like they're making some repairs over there on some ships. We got the Thousand Sunny. Looks like we got Law ship over there, as well as Killer ship. I can't remember what it's called. Yep, they look ready to sail. All right, and then we see Usopp. He's just sitting back drinking a cup of coffee. And then, what the hell's that guy's name? The carpenter dude, he's sitting there with them. And then we see Beppo and Killer. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. So all their ships, they're ready to go. All three captains, their ships are ready to take them out once they're done celebrating. All right, let's see. Where's Kid and Law? We haven't really... Okay, next panel. All right, don't get too buddy-buddy with them. This is Kid telling Killer. He's like, hey, don't get too buddy-buddy with them, telling the rest of the crew. We can't let our guards down till we're safely back at sea. I don't know how the information is going to leak, but you can be damn sure that the papers will catch wind of what's happened. All right, so are they going to get some of the credit, or are they going to spin it and make it kind of seem all like Luffy? I think at this point, they're going to have to give Kid and Law kind of some due credit and, really prop up that worst generation kind of standing in the world right there. And says, with the Emperor's gone, we're going to have the biggest targets on our backs. So since they were the ones that took down the Yonko, everyone and their mother is going to be coming for them, especially since maybe if they just took out the Yonko, they might still be kind of battered and wounded and not at top strength. This is definitely going to be everyone's best chance to kind of take them out right there. And then, next we're going over to Law, and he's like, yeah, that's right. Being in a closed-off country doesn't necessarily mean they can't find out. And obviously, we know, they already know, because that Cipher Pol dude took off. He already let the Gorosei know. The Navy was sitting kind of right outside the outskirts. But it doesn't mean we have to have no way to monitor what their response will be. And then we see Beppo, he's yelling at everyone. Do you think the captain's bounty they might raise it to an unthinkably large amount. So, all right, are we going to get some bounty reveals? I don't think so. Not this chapter, but I could be wrong. All right, and then, we got a poo over here and a number. You're right. It leaked. How could this be possible? It was obviously you damn bastard. All right, and we got Apu, he's sitting in that number's hand, the one that kind of reminds me of Dabura from Dragon Ball Z. And oh my god, no, we are gonna get the bounties. Oh, bro, no. All right, check it out, the bounties. You're oh so curious about. Want to take a peek? All right, so we got Apu's stupid laugh. And then we see, the paper get thrown down at Kid's feet. And he's like, it's all in there. All right, Kid's just kind of looking down. He's got a scowl on his face right there. Your updated bounties and the names of those who have been newly dubbed Emperors of the Sea. Yo, let's go. Tell me your exact position. I just said, Sakazuki-san, I'm in the sky. Okay, what the hell? Someone related to the government is flying into Wano. Be more specific. I can see Wano up ahead. All right, who the hell is this? Bro, get the hell out of here. Admiral Ryokugyu. So Green Bull is on his way. He can see Wano. You are not to do anything unnecessary. Understood? I know already. Goodness. All right, Admiral Ryokugyu is in play. Hell yeah. Oh, man. So we got hinted at. We didn't actually get the reveal, but we got hinted at the new. They got some new bounties for everyone. That we got a couple new Yonko being named. I'm gonna guess Luffy, Law, and Killer have just taken up the 3 new spots. Because Luffy, being the unofficial 5th emperor before this, no, he is like officially the top dog. He took Kaido out. Like, let's go. Momo taking over. Yamato, I think, given everything we just saw in this chapter, I'm going to say Luffy's going to be cool with her joining the crew. You're going to have this big banquet, welcoming in Jinbei when we get to it, hopefully in the next chapter or 2. I'm hoping we're going to get the reveal of the bounties. Are we going to see Ryokugyu kind of try and negotiate maybe with Momonosuke about keeping the Kairoseki coming in? What happened to Zunisha? Like, Zunisha just disappeared into the mist again. Like, there's what's going on. What's going to be the Gorosei's kind of response? Is this the Gorosei's response as far as sending, Green Bull into Wano? Or is this more from Sakazuki's side of the house as far as the Navy? Yeah, man, this was a phenomenal chapter. Like, I can't even without the battles, like, I just enjoyed this chapter so much. I don't know. You guys let me know what you thought of the chapter. If I missed anything, please let me know down in the comments section. Let me know what you thought. But other than that, have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by.